What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Coco here, back with another banger for y'all boys. And today we're gonna react to today. The problem with Sony bringing exclusive to Xbox. Here's why fans are divided by Party Chat Podcast. Man, if you guys enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers, man. Help us out, man. Without further ado, man, let's hop right into it. Let's see what Party Chat Podcast is talking about, man. Let's get it.
Moving on to our next story. Ooh, this one I'm kind of excited for. Continuing on the realm of God of War, actually, of Sony. Oh, you know what? I didn't make a thing for this. Let's continue with the realm of Sony.
Before she start getting into it, man, I definitely think after Helldivers, it's gonna be some type of Spider-Man, God of War, one of the major exclusive Sony exclusives coming to Xbox next. I really believe that. Insomniac had recently tweeted out, "Hey guys, like just a random tweet, but and you know it was a big thing on Twitter about I want to say about a month ago, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of rumors circulating that Spider-Man was coming to Xbox, and I think it should. I think it can. And shout out to the Xbox guys for potentially getting it. So Sony announced them being third party. The floodgates are open, and what a time to be a gamer, man. That, like just back then, did you think that you would ever be able to play, you know, God of War on an Xbox? You know what I'm saying? And it's different times, man. Get with the tune, get with the times. All these PlayStation fanboys that's coping and seething on Twitter, like I argue that if exclusives were the reason that you bought your console, then I feel like you shouldn't even have a console to begin with. Like, are you really a gamer at the end of the day? It seemed like more times than not, y'all mostly on Twitter's arguing with Xbox guys about how many. Oh, we got this game, but did you play the game? Did you actually play the game? Because we got the top 10 list of 2024 for PlayStation, and most of y'all have been playing Grand Theft Auto 5, NBA 2K, the MVP bundle, college football, Madden, Fortnite, and the list goes on and on, man. So for a piece of plastic, they got a lot of exclusives that y'all love. Where they at on the list, dog? That's all I'm saying, man. But hey, it is what it is.
There is something that I want to. We're gonna take this. We're gonna do this. Boom. We're gonna talk about the future of exclusivity and how that's kind of going away, which I'm not happy about at all. So we have
This should be good.
this article here. This is on Gaming Bible's website, and it talks about a job listing that was found on PlayStation, which leads us all to believe that in the very near upcoming future, PlayStation exclusives will be going to Xbox, which I shudder to think. Okay, and I'll explain why in a little bit.
But why is exclusivity, you know, such a exclusivity coming to an end such a bad thing? Me, I believe that everybody should be able to play games anywhere on their preferred platform. Main reason I moved to PC was because I noticed what the consoles were doing. I wasn't getting the value, you know, from console gaming. Obviously, with the $70 games, you know, the paying to play online was a big thing. Like, why do I have to pay you to play any, you know, multiplayer titles, just single player games mostly? I was playing Metaphor Refantasio one day on my PS5 last year, and I must have cut it off and cut it back on. Went somewhere, cut it back on, and talking about you need to update PlayStation Plus. So I need to buy PlayStation Plus to play a single player game that I paid $70 for already. Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah, Yeah. And lastly, man, I just wanted to play my games at a better performance. So me moving to from console to PC was, a no brainer. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like PC has brought, me back from a place where I thought I wasn't, I thought I wasn't, I was losing interest in my hobby, but got on PC with way more games and stuff like that. This is just my personal opinion, you know. But if you on PlayStation, if you on Xbox, imagine, what's a game that's coming out. Ghost of Yote being anywhere, playable on an Xbox, a Nintendo Switch too. Who wouldn't go for that? You know what I'm saying? And it gives the corporations, more money, obviously, pouring everywhere. Why would you want to limit yourself to one potential audience when you can make it available everywhere and increase your profit? That's economics 101. Same thing with YouTube. Why would I just, make content for YouTube when I can stream on Twitch, when I can stream on TikTok? That's just an example, and I feel as though Exclusivity is anti-consumer as fuck. It really is, because you limit, you rob people of experiences. If you claim these games are great, why not put them in? That's how I feel. So.
Now, this article said it's written by Ollie Smith. Ollie mentions how it looks like more PlayStation games are going to be coming to Xbox following Helldivers 2, which is launching next month. On August 26th, Sony will be putting Helldivers 2 on Xbox Series X and S, a first time for the publisher in an effort to close the gap on console exclusivity, which I think is very bad. I think it's very bad to close the gap on console exclusivity. I'll explain. But to back up their thought process, Ollie mentions it seems that we've just had confirmation that more PlayStation 5 games will be arriving on the Microsoft platform. They mention a job listing, which I have pulled up right here, and it mentions this is a job listing on jobboards.greenhouse.io for Sony Interactive Entertainment. And it basically is for a senior director, multi-platform and account management position. The overview mentions that you're reporting to the vice president of commercial man.
Yeah, so we all know what this job listing is, man. This position basically you are determining what games go, which one of the Sony IPs go where, when, and y'all know we already getting day and date PC releases. A good example is Helldivers 2. Next one will be Lost Soul Aside. I'm copping that day one, by the way. And I know that's not a PlayStation first party game. That's a China Joy project. 9 years in the making already. You know what I'm saying? So let's not, let's calm it down in the comments, but.
Management as a senior, right? Let's scroll through here really quick. But it says, in executing the global commercial strategy for PlayStation Studio software titles across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware, which includes Steam, Epic Games Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. This role is accountable for optimizing title profitability, ensuring cross-functional alignment, and leading a high-performing team focused on multi-platform expansion, mid-range commercial planning, and platform partner management. Meaning management and the platforms of, like it says here, Steam, Epic Games Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. I'm not gonna lie, and you can say it's an overreaction. This kind of scares me for the future of gaming, to be honest. As far as the leading key responsibilities, we know that it will talk about, the position will include You will oversee commercial strategy for PlayStation Studio titles across all.
I think a multi-platform strategy is brilliant, and she has a right to disagree, just as everybody. You know what I'm saying? People gonna have different opinions. You're not gonna, the First Amendment clearly said freedom of speech. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. Granted, what I don't agree with is with, again, I'm gonna point to the PlayStation fanboys, and y'all know what I mean by PlayStation fanboys. People that sweat up and down, PlayStation got the best exclusives, you know what I'm saying, and all this and that, and will make fun of, people that play on different shit on Twitter, and, pray, but then when it comes down to, actually purchasing the games and shit like that, all the third party games at the top, or, all the Microsoft games on the top 10 charts every year. That's what I don't like. I don't like that disingenuous shit, spreading misinformation about this multi-platform shit, coping and see them because your corporation, your favorite corporation of choice, is trying to make more money, which it should be good for you because y'all know these AAA cost of games are going up. More money for Sony to make more games is good for everybody. So what are we doing here? You know what I mean? And they're mostly old heads. You know what I'm saying? People that had every console. I get it. you scared of change. You gotta be. My food. I heard it. But multi-platform is here to stay now. It's time to share your games now. Okay? I know that's a big change for you, alright? I know it may seem scary at first, you know what I'm saying? Xbox went through it, what? A year or two ago? They're good now. It's gonna be okay. The most important part of this is we all get to play games. That's the whole part of this, that we all talk about video games. Everybody that's a gamer wants to just go home from work or school, escape the reality, of a long day, and just immerse themselves in these stories. Or, play games with their friends. That these are ways to hang out with your friends that's, free. Have that social interaction without having to be around each other. So I get it. But I just feel as though, exclusivity, again, I'm going to say it again, is anti-consumer as fuck. Because you lock yourself, away from, making more money. You robbing people of experiencing your games with that. You forcing somebody to pay another $500, $600, $700 on a console they only gonna play one game on, and that's not cool. Just put it on their platform. Let them decide that when they want to grab it and shit like that. And fans happy, you making money, the corporation's happy. So
all non-PlayStation platforms, like we mentioned, driving long-term revenue growth and audience reach. You'll also have cross-functional planning that you'll be doing, studio partnership and influence.
let's skip ahead a little bit. I want to try to get to why she believes exclusivity is bad.
Make a game, it can go everywhere, and they can get paid from it anywhere. And we have seen this trickle and domino effect when it comes to the gaming industry, and you have these grander corporations and studios that are making money moves, right? And it's only good for the consumer right now, but it's not going to be great as we go into the future. When you have things like Nintendo say, hey, we're going to have games cost $80. We all le gasp, le what? Then what did Xbox do? A couple years ago when PlayStation's like, hey, we're going to have games cost $70. We all were like, le gasp, le what? What did Xbox do? So it's one of the things where we have seen Xbox start to trickle in their first party titles onto PlayStation, which is not a good, like, if you can get it on PlayStation, you have a PlayStation, what's the point of buying an Xbox, right? So that all falters their sales ability for the console and the need that they would have to make a dynamic console, because you can get your games anywhere. What they have that commercial about, oh, this is an Xbox, okay? This is an Xbox. This
The bottom line is this, and I'm gonna end it off here because I don't want this video to get too long. They're gonna be people that just prefer playing on PlayStation. They're gonna buy the PS6, the PS7, PS8. You know what I'm saying? There are people that be on Xbox. They're gonna wanna, buy the hybrid Xbox, the Xbox ROG Ally that's coming out soon. They're gonna people that they're not gonna, want to shy away from the Nintendo or PC. People are gonna have their core audiences. You know what I'm saying? The biggest difference between the consoles now that everything's going to be multi-platform is the quality of life features. What does each console, bring ergonomically, as far as the controller, the look of it, you know what I'm saying? Or it could be, the color. What does what benefits can you get from the console to make you want to say, hey, I'm gonna get the PlayStation over Xbox, or vice versa? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like each corporation gonna have their preferred platform regardless. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the bottom line. So I highly disagree with this. But if you guys enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all take care. Peace out.